the best little theater in town. We're going to show you the elements of a successful theatrical production.
We've learned so much just watching rehearsals here, like what's downstage versus upstage.
And great theater lingo like, hey, break a leg and watch out for that flat.
And I thought they made a flat tire, not a piece of scenery.
Anyway, here's the exposition. That's the information you need to know as we begin the plot.
Mrs. Goodman,
Bless her heart.
is now running the theater.
You see, her late husband
Rest his soul.
left her this wonderful little place.
Here she comes now.
Attention, attention, everyone! What is it, Mrs. G? I want all of you to welcome our newest cast member, the charming and talented Miss Melody Lane.
Gosh, everybody, I'm just so excited to be here.
Melody, this is our lead actor, Brock Adams.
Welcome, Melody.
And our female lead, Emily Best. Actually, the best little theater in town was named after Emily's family. For years, it supplied talented lead actors.
Great to have you here, Melody.
And this is our second lead and dance captain, Connie Chase.
Hi, Melody.
Connie, can you take a little time to teach Melody that opening number and introduce her to everyone?
My pleasure.
Okay, Cass, let's take 10. Mrs. G and I have to meet with our accountants in a minute.
Exposition complete. We established where we are. We met the cast and know a little bit about each of them.
Of course, every good show needs a central character, a protagonist.
That would be me.
Much of the story will revolve around Mrs. G.
Bless
Her heart.
But we need to add a bit of dilemma, a conflict, don't you think?
Is that why the accountants have just arrived?
You've got it.
Good day to you. Remember me? I'm James P. Pennypacker, but my friends call me Jim.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Pennypacker.
Hello, Jim. Mrs. G, you're looking lovely as always. Remember my assistant, Steve Talley?
Of course, welcome back, Steve.
My pleasure.
And what brings you gentlemen to the theater today?
Well, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Why, Jim, what could possibly be wrong?
Well, it seems there's not enough money to keep this theater open, as you know your late husband.
Rest his soul.
Well, somehow he was always able to make ends meet. According to Mr. Pennypacker's books, your account is almost wiped out. Yes, that's right. You'll have to close the theater by the end of this week.
Oh no, what will we do? Cecil, how could this have happened? I thought we were doing so well.
This is one of our biggest productions we've done in years, but I've managed to stay under budget. I can't imagine what has happened.
What will we do? What will we do? What will we do if the theater is through? What will happen to our actors and what about the crew? What will we do?
What will we do? What will we do if the theater is through? What will happen to our income? No wages for the crew. Oh, what are we going to do? If we had a choice, if we had a clue, if we had an entrepreneur in view, if we had some cash, if we had a slew, then we would know exactly what to do. What will we do? What will we do? What will we do
have it.
The conflict.
I sure don't like that guy Pennypacker.
You're not supposed to. He's the antagonist, or the one who's opposed to our protagonist, Mrs. G. Bless her heart.
I wonder what Mrs. G will do.
Will she have to close the best little theater in town?
Let's see what happens.
Over here, everyone, may I have your attention? What is it, Mrs. G? Oh, Emily, this is such a difficult thing for me to do.
What, Mrs. G?
Well, I've just received word that we may have to close the theater down by the end of this week.
Hold on a minute. I'm not letting you close this theater without a fight.
My entire family has acted here for years. It's a best family tradition. We can't let it close.
This theater means everything to us, Mrs. G. We're like family. And look how many successful actors got their start here.
Gosh, I know I'm new, but I'm hoping to be a lead actress here someday. Isn't there anything we can do? Oh, you are all so dear to me. When my husband, Mr. Goodman, rest his soul, left this lovely little place in my control. Well, imagine my surprise as I came to realize that to run this special place is my role. This is her role. This is the best little theater in town. It lifts me up when I'm down. There's not a nicer group of people that can be found. And the best little theater in town. This is the best little theater in town. The finest showplace around, where you can count on great productions and perfect sound. Yeah, the best little theater in town. How we love to be in each production. How we love to see what Mr. D will do. He can lean on easy instructions. Give the band a hand, we can remind us you. This is the best little theater in town. It stay up and down. There's not a nicer group of people that can be found. And the best little theater, the best little theater, the best little theater. Not just in this town, but any town.
So what happens now? More conflicts? I don't like those.
Now there will probably be a subplot, a new little twist or turn in the storyline.
Just to add a bit of spice?
Yes, and suspense.
Oh, excuse me a moment, everyone. Hello? Yes, yes. This is Emily Best. What? Really? When? Oh my gosh, thank you ever so much. I cannot wait to work with you. It happened!
What is it, Emily? Emily, calm down and tell us.
I just got the lead role in the Rodgers and Hammerstein opening revival on Broadway in 6 weeks. Well, honey, I've always knew you'd leave us eventually. We're all so very proud of you, following in your family's footsteps. Oh, but I feel just awful. What a terrible time to leave. Maybe I should just go call them back.
No, Emily, that's our goal here. Prepare our cast and crew for the big time. Go with our best wishes.
Just a little while, we were side by side. And I know someday that
Ooh, that last number really got to me.
Gotta have a tearjerker, a boo-hoo ballad in every show, you know?
So what happens now? No money, no lead actress.
I'd say things are a mess around here.
Shh, looks like we got some more plot development about to happen center stage.
Gosh, that's really exciting for Emily. I wonder who will take over the lead.
Well, you've got the look and the voice for it, Melody.
But you really deserve it, Connie.
No, I'm great at playing the sidekick. I know what I do best. But someday, in real life, I do wish I could get that leading man.
You mean Brock?
Yeah, isn't he the best? But he's never had eyes for me, only for his leading ladies.
Hello, ladies. I was just looking for Mrs. G, but gosh, I'm glad I ran into this lovely doomsday. Come on, Connie. Are you going to introduce me to your new companion?
Sure I will. Melody, this is a buddy of mine, and our accountant's assistant, Steve Talley.
Hi, Steve. A pleasure to meet you.
And Steve, meet the newest addition to our cast, Melody Lane.
My pleasure. The pleasure is all mine.
Is it true, Steve, that the theater has to close?
Well, that's what I want to see Mrs. G about. The reporters in town haven't heard the news and want a statement. Believe me, I'm doing everything I can.
Hi, Steve. What's going on? The reporters outside trying to get information. What should we tell them?
See if you can stop them. Tell them that we're doing everything possible to keep this theater open, to raise money to keep this theater open. The extra publicity might help us. I'm gonna keep looking for Mrs. G. I've got something important to discuss with her.
So, who can give us a straight story here?
Yeah, now this is the lead actress taking off in a taxi as we arrive. What's going on here?
How's this headline? Showbiz star theater closes. Hold on, don't jump to conclusions. Really, it's so exciting. Emily Best has got a lead on Broadway.
But that won't stop the rest of us from putting on a fantastic show.
What about the financial problems we've been hearing about from James Lee Pennypacker?
Actually, maybe you can help us. After all, we're going to have to work together to save the best little theater in town.
So they're gonna do it. They're gonna work together to save the theater. Isn't it great?
Oh, but not so fast. Remember, Steve Talley said he had something important to discuss with Mrs. G. Let's see what's up.
I'm
But your employer, Pennypacker, seems to have everything in order.
That's why we need to talk, Mrs. G. There are multiple entries to one company, but I just can't find any receipts for any purchases.
That's unusual. We've always been meticulous about submitting all of our receipts and invoices, Steve.
I know, perhaps you'll be able to help. It's a company called Save a Penny. Have you heard of it?
Save a penny. You don't think. No, it couldn't be. Pennypacker.
There's something sneaky going on around here, and we are certain what it is now we fear. Because we've had a couple looks at Pennypacker's books, now our little theater might disappear.
You know I never really trusted Jim. I always thought there's something odd about him. He always wanted to control Mr. Goodman.
Bless his soul!
And now our situation is dim.
Oh no, it can't be true. Oh yes it is. What can we do?
There isn't time for this debate. I only hope I'm not too late.
There's something rotten going on around here. Mr. Pennypacker's insincere.
Will you see that this thing stops? I will go and get the car.
So the show can go on this year, this year, this year.
Pennypacker, that penny pinching weasel.
Not so fast. Innocent until proven guilty, remember?
What? You have time for a trial? Not in this production.
An idea for a sequel.
So now we're heading to what theater people call the catharsis.
Or the climax.
The point which will be able to relieve all this tension and anxiety.
Ready or not, here we go.
Mrs. Goodman, my dear friend, I have a proposal for you.
Oh, do you, Mr. Pennypacker? What possibly could it be? Nice new suit, by the way.
Mrs. G, I think I have a solution for a financial dilemma. I would personally like to purchase the best little theater in town. After all, it's the best little piece of property in town. It would make a great parking lot, don't you think?
Why, Jim, how nice of you to care. And are you enjoying your big, brand new fancy car?
Why, yes, I am.
And tell us about that recent whirlwind trip of yours to the islands.
How nice of you for asking. It was wonderful.
And how's your new company doing? The one I just heard about? What's it called? Save a Penny.
Oh, that little thing? Well, how do you know about that? That's him, officers. Arrest that man. He has set up a fake company called Save a Penny and stolen thousands of dollars from Mrs. G and the best little theater in town. Excuse me a moment. I forgot I have an appointment across town. Get him! No, not him! Him!
Connie, watch out! He's coming your way!
I'll get him! Get off my back, you number two actress, you!
Connie, watch out! You'll be training in that fancy suit for prison pants, Pennypacker! See? Crime doesn't pay!
Wow, that was quite a scene.
My goodness, that was quite a scene.
They got the bad guy.
We got the bad guy.
Finally, on to the resolution.
Or if you want the fancy French word for it, the denouement.
Now we'll get to answers to all those burning questions.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Who will fall in love with who?
Gosh, honey, it was really brave of you to jump on Penny Packer's back like that.
Oh, Brock, you noticed.
Steve, thanks. You really saved all of us.
My pleasure, Melody.
Oh, Cecil, we won't have to say goodbye to all these wonderful people after all.
Or to each other. We make a great team. Don't we, Isabel?
Who will get the lead?
Cecil and I would like to announce that we're replacing Emily Best with the newest addition to our cast, Melody Lane.
It's a dream come true.
Well, I didn't get the lead, but I got the guy.
And will the show go on?
Steve, now that you've gotten to know our book so well, would you consider being our official accountant?
Oh, it'd be my pleasure, Mrs. G. I've already got lawyers working to get all the stolen money back where it belongs, right here at the best little theater in town.
So tell me, what's left?
What's left?
The big finale!
Smooth.